You plug in with the man in charge. That's something you don't sabotage.
This is how you raise the bar.
Raise the roof like a demigod. Keep making your moves while the devil's watch.
This is how you raise the bar.
Don't build your label on a deck of cards, claiming you stable but don't affect the charts. This is how you raise the bar. We ain't phased by y'all. Straight talk, we don't fake for the faints of heart.
Asifika ngasigalelekile uyithi ndiswekile ngamathambo ndingezekile hlanganani kwandinani. We back. It's the Oddcast. It's been a while. Okay, I'm lying. It hasn't been a while. It's been like a week. We back. Yeah, boy. So this time I got a guest, and it ain't your best. I was just trying to rhyme. So we got Godrah VI, also known as Raul Jiba, also known as what?
Natus.
What's Natus? I don't know you as that.
Why do you want to use that other name though? Let's leave that out right now.
Because that's fam. Like nepotism, like this is actually my little uncle, as Marvin calls him.
Alright. They call me Uslov at home though. That's the name you've been looking for all this time.
Yeah.
Uslov,
Okay.
I guess.
Now imagine this. I just said this is like my little uncle. Yeah, but imagine say ke lobola qhambi komuntu odayilile kanje sekuthiwa umalume bakho bazothetha into.
But then they'll see ukuthi things are different now to what they were before.
Yeah, they're gonna think I've been blowing money on hoes and stuff. So gendi ifumane lento ekufandi ifumane ngeprice ekufandi ifumane ngayo. Because you're blinking, namazinyo, silver, ngiyabonakala nje, the socks are colorful, yabo, you out here, like, never vibe.
Yeah, you gotta be different. Yeah, because if you remain yourself, then that's the best version of you at the end of the day. So I'm just rocking me and nobody else. So, yeah.
Okay. So who are you?
I am Raul Chiba, born and raised in Maritzburg. But then my roots Ankomba Epizana.
So uhlelo Pizo kanye Pizana.
Yeah.
Every chance I get, I will be doing that. Just despite Debza and E. So, oh yeah, sorry bro, you were saying.
Yeah. Born and raised in Maritzburg, as I was saying, but then my roots Ankomba Epizana, Eholtini. Shout out to Abantu base Eholtini. But then I'm now recently located a casino which is Mzamba. At a place called Jericho, J-Side, one time. But then it's a privilege to be here. I'm really honored to be here. It's been a while sitting Zofika. My old Mshana.
My old Mshana, that just sounds wrong.
I know, right? But yeah, man, other than that, I am music and music is me. It's not the other way around. So, yeah, thank you for having me.
You know, the weird thing is, I didn't even hear the rest of the part because since you mentioned Ichiriko, in my mind, aren't you going to join in?
No.
Zadiliga.
No,
yeah, so we here. Remember that one time when you used to be super trash? Yo, okay. Let me first get into it, because the reason why I can say that, okay, maybe super trash is a bit harsh, but you were trash though, like you were trash, and I tell you, so there was a song that you and Younger hit me up, and you're like, "Yo, we're doing this song. It's called Putty Bag," and I'm like, "What the hell is a putty bag?" And they're like, "Yeah, man, it's a bag at a party." I'm like, okay, I don't get what you're talking about. So I write the hook. I got my party bag, but it had a different cadence. I got my party bag. No.
Yeah. And then
I send it through. Younger sends me this crazy thing. I got my party bag.
Yeah.
Party bag. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is insane. Let's get to the verses. You and him. Now, your problem was you never wanted to write. You wanted to freestyle everything.
Yeah.
So when you tried to write, you wouldn't even give it a chance. You would think like only your way of doing things is off the dome. And you wrote this trash ass verse. I remember you saying like, we're out here with those FNBs, those First National bitches. I'm like, like why? Yeah, well, like, so how do you improve from that? And how did you feel? Because you know me, I call it spade a spade. If I don't like it, I don't like it. And at that time, we even took you out of the song because I was like, man, this nigga's gonna embarrass the whole family. Younger, don't do this. Let me send you a verse. Yeah, but like, and I wrote, and I wasn't supposed to be initially on the song. So how did you feel having somebody where everyone else is saying you're dope because you're around them and you freestyle and you're good at it, you can be consistent, and the one person you get to is like, nah, it's not good enough.
Yeah, well, it was kind of messed up in a way, but I had to realize that, at some point there had to be someone who's going to tell me the truth rather than everybody being a yes man around me. So I expected you to more or less, how could I say, give it like a gold status or something like that. But then when you gave it like another, I was like, shit, I need to work harder. Until like you played this instrumental or a beat in the Bucky. Right, and then I gave like this Andre 3000 thing flow, which I couldn't get back because I freestyled it. And then ever since then, I've always made it a priority to get better at everything I do. Hence, I dropped the Asif EP, which means sorry, basically for giving everybody freestyle music, right? Knowing that I could do better and offer them better craft, which they could relate to in most cases. So pretty much, this is all because of you. Word.
Hey, shout out to me. I love me.
Word.
You love me too.
No homo.
Okay, wait. So the main reason Ushasha jump and got into the project,
Sorry.
but it's not a problem. Because for me, like that's when you sent me like these 2 songs and I was like, whoa. Yeah, but like I was like, whoa, this is actually even the vibe that I would be on. Yeah, but like if I was to choose because there was a song we were meant to do, but I don't know what happened to it. Like I didn't get a chance to write. And at that time, I was still skeptical. I'm gonna write, and this thing is just gonna get there and freestyle. And the issue wasn't necessarily the freestyles. It was the fact that you would probably freestyle and not and be like, first take, let's keep that the way it is. You wouldn't be like, okay, I'll improve on this here and there. So it would sit there. So now how do you get to this point where you're making this project and you actually have some dope features on there?
First, shout out to Slay. Shout out to Slay, like, big time. Like initially I had like a different idea towards this whole tape. It was like meant to be like a mixtape basically. And then something happened that changed like that whole view basically that I had of it, and then I got it to be a more up-funk vibe type of tape, where I got to work with Fix 100 finally, which is like huge for me because we've been promising to work on something, and him being a drill artist and me just being a diverse artist.
How did you get into like? Because there's another guy who does drill who's on the project. It was kind of weird to hear somebody drilling and trying the accent, but you can hear about this guy South African. He's talking about man tangs. About the accent, he's not getting it. No shade to him, but I was just like listening. Then I'm like, okay, okay. Now I can hear Fix, so it's okay. This that about Mount Tangs. About like it's like me going on a song and doing that. I was like, okay, this is kind of but it's good.
It's something different. Well, actually, shout out to Mr. OT. That's the name of the kid. He just finished high school last year, so he's fresh out of high school, and he just wanted to do something different. And he's always been this person who has like this belief in himself when it comes to this music and everything. And he more or less, in every verse that I have him on, basically, like I feel like he pours his heart out because he speaks about his family so much and the heartaches that he's been through and everything to where he is right now. So which I could relate to in most cases because I've more or less given everything for people, but nobody was willing to give anything back. So I could more or less relate to him. And every time he wrote something, it more or less inspired me to be better. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a song called Stumbling to Highness. Like, I just played the beat, and then out of nowhere, he just started writing, like, this crazy hook, and then he got to the verse, and then he was like, yo, Godrah, write a verse. And I'm like, yo, that was, like, within 30 minutes, dog, and we're supposed to record something else, which was an eye-opener for me. It was, yo, man, you got to work harder and get to a better place of you, basically. So he's actually wildly talented, basically, I could say. So shout out to Mr. OT, Mivui Makoto. Shout out to him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite feature on the project?
It's actually the single, the one where I'm alone though. That's the favorite song right there.
No. You stop being politically correct. I said favorite feature on the project. Now you gotta pick a
Yo,
favorite.
man, like
Throw
okay,
me-
the one with Mr. OT, like
Yeah.
the blood in but in Russian. So
Yeah.
it's KPOBB. So yeah, that one.
Okay. I remember this one time, mom like hitting me up and he's like, I think what I all about you in Satanism. Yeah, well, we worried in devil. So they keep talking about bloods and all that and
Yeah,
whatnot. So now I'm trying to explain what it's a gang thing, hip hop, blah, blah, blah. It means nothing in reality. What is up with that? Like, and I'm mentioning it because it has to do with like hip hop culture and street culture have always like intertwined.
Yeah.
Like, how do you seem like how you're speaking right now? You're like a good kid who's just like one man or fascinated with the culture, and you're around these youngins. I know it was a couple of years back. So what's the deal with that, or what was the deal with that?
Yo, at a young age, you tend to do crazy things, though. That were growing up to as well. Like, I grew up in like a church or Christian household. You'd be surprised. And shout out Reverend Payne for that, because
You even know Reverends by name? Shout
yeah,
out, man. I ain't even know.
R.I.P.
I
to
just know
him, though.
Reverend Run. You know, like that's. I'm so hip hop. That's the only Reverend I know.
yeah. But then like, shout out to him because he more or less helped me actually find myself as well. Because before then, I was like crazy with this gangster shandis and whatnot in Maritzburg. And then like there was always like these wars and whatnot, pardon me, that happened between Woodlands and Eastwood. And I was always from Eastwood and attended Eastwood Secondary. So we were always classified as the Bloods because we always rocked on red. And then the Haythorn, which even the uniform was blue, were the Crips. So it was more of this television type of vibe that we portrayed. But then now the person had to grow out of that and realize that life is reality and not an illusion at the end of the day. So yeah, came to light.
Okay, that's my first time hearing that. I didn't know. Like, imagine me going to war over a school uniform. I hated
Yeah.
school, bro. Like, I would never.
Like I loved school like that though.
So
really
you.
did.
Hey, I nearly said something. Are you patriotic? Would you fight for this country? Would you die for the flag?
Nah, I just wouldn't.
So you would die for a school uniform, but you wouldn't die for a
Yeah,
flag of
because
the
it's
country.
different. The school knows me and then appreciates me. The country doesn't. There's a difference.
But the school is in the country.
But then it's like the community in like a nation.
What are you saying?
Okay, basically what I'm saying is the school was the community
Okay.
and then the world is the country for me.
The world is not the country.
I know, but then that's what was popping in my head back then.
I'm talking about right now, since you are willing to die over a school uniform.
Nah, I wouldn't
Level.
die for nothing right now but my music and me and my family right now.
Hey, bro, I'm not dying for it. Are you dying over a song?
Most definitely. Because then the value of the song is everything. It's not the royalties and the money and the fame. It's the message for me. So if the song has a message for the people and somebody else takes credit for that, for me, that's a punch in my stomach.
So what's the message right now? What's the message that you would like people to be like, okay, when they think Godrah, this is what comes to mind?
A free-spirited person who just shares the truth. Yeah, and I hope to actually not only be the salvation per se, but then be the redemption of everybody when it comes to this music and not treat music for the entertainment and the fame and the money that everybody is making it to be. Hence what you're doing is really supportive and then showing people that, yo, music is about the talent at the end of the day and it's not just about making money off of it. So, yeah.
Hey man, it's like you went and got your PR answers like that's some proper shit. Like, hey, gitty hi uti, gitty uti. Like I'm gonna be on some premium proper shit. I'm trying to get you to wild out.
Nah,
And,
I'm always tamed like that.
yeah,
Only on the stage you get me to wild out.
Okay. So we are gonna get to do this again at a later stage.
Yeah.
We're starting these sessions just so people get like an introduction, which okay, this is who we got on, and this is what he's about. So what would you like your people to remember about you tonight? Like, NJ, what are you promising tonight?
The energy. My God, I always bring energy when I get on stage, regardless of what I be going through or whatnot. But then once I reach the stage, everything is pretty much sit away from me, and then it's just the music, my nods, which be the fans and the crowd. All right, so basically, I want them to remember me for my energy and the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So energy and truth. We got Godrah VI, your socials, and where they can get the new tape.
My socials be Godrah VI on everything. There'd be you followed. By the way, I'm sorry. You followed me on my other account for the nods though for my fans. Like you were at nods VI, and I'm like, whoa, what is going on right now? But then it was cool.
Hey
but
man,
then,
social media. What are you? Otherwise, I would have not followed you at all.
just man.
Okay. Wait. Now, why Godrah?
Okay. God is in like Godlin, which be my third name. And then the Ra comes from my first name, which is Raul. And then the VI is from my date of birth, which is 6. Right? So it's VI in Romanic numeracy is basically.
What are you trying to teach God?
Yo, I don't want to get into religious things right now, though.
You're trying to teach God.
Nah.
I'm trying to just break it down. What must God learn from you?
From me right now?
You said God learn is your name.
No,
like,
Godlin.
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Like, yo.
Hey,
No,
God, I'll teach you a lesson.
And then I just recently found out that God was also an Egyptian god of the sun, which I didn't know. Recently came to that to me as well.
Ra, the Titan.
Yeah.
Okay. Nah. It's a wrap. Your socials, you drop them.
Yeah.
And yeah, the project.
Oh yeah, the project, you can only stream it though on SoundCloud.
Why? Only
Because I'm
SoundCloud?
waiting for a certain amount of streams, and then I will release it like on every other platform. I know it's a bit crazy and freaky and weird, but then everybody has their methods.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. As long as there's logic to the madness. Shout out to you.
Shout out to you, bro.
Yeah. We out. It's the Oddcast. Shout out to the squad in the building.
VI.
Why?
I always do that. It's like my thing. It's like my thing all the time. Like,
Hey, and that talk, I'm like, hey, you fluffy.
yeah.
Okay, we man in charge. It's something you don't sabotage.
This is how you raise the bar.
Raise the roof like a demigod. Keep making your moves while the devil's watch.
This is how you raise the bar.
Don't build your label on a deck of cards, claiming you stable but don't affect the charts. This is how you raise the bar. We ain't phased by y'all. Straight talk, we don't fake for the faints of heart.
We gon' have some fun tonight. Wait, I said we gon' do one thing. We gon' have some fun tonight. Come on, let's go. But still, I like the way you walk, babe. I like the way you talk, babe. I like the way you walk, babe. Talking with me, talking with me. I like the way you walk, babe. I like the way you talk, babe. I like the way you walk, babe. Just listen to me. Now just listen to me. Look, I got to a point where she told me that all nights that were meant to be. Then she told me that I got my back, and it's always gonna be my back. She said she'll never gonna leave again, but she know that's where it's at. Next thing she takes off her hat, and she says she respects that. I'm like moving on the left to the right, to the moving to the forward, and she told me that she likes what I'm doing. Most of the time she don't like what I do, cause she told me that it's not about time that I do it. I lose my mind, I go stupid. I lose my mind, I go stupid. I like the way you walk, babe. I like the way you talk, babe. I like the way you talk, babe. Come on, you want me? 1, 2, let's go. I like the way you talk, babe. Come on, I like the way you walk, yeah. I like the way you talk, babe. Okay, wait. Got me to a point where she told me that she doesn't want to leave me. Told me that she just wanna believe me. Then she gon' tell me wait. And she didn't see the people were showing me like I am king. I know that she looking for the perfect man, and she ain't getting with me, cause I know that I am a taken man. Wait, I know that I'm a taken man. I'm a taken man. But still, I like the way you walk, babe. I like the way you talk, babe. I like the way you talk, babe. You want to me, wait. I like the way you talk, babe. I project's name is Asif. It's out on SoundCloud. This is a play. That sounded nice. Yeah. Wait. I used to have some friends. Now those friends are the enemies. Listen, it's me and my bloody. Boy, honey, yeah, that's loyalty. You're looking for fun and come to our parties where you get the bitches really going crazy. Your enemies full of extra real, sweaty, they're stupid. Shout out Slay. One time. Asif. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Cause I used to have me some friends. Now I'm friends and enemies. Racing this me and my bloodies. Boy, honey, and it's loyalty. It's mad. Okay, are you alright now? Can I have everybody stand, please? I'm sorry for this. Might be from the head, my nigga. And then you're gonna say, I'm from the Kasi, but save my Kasi. Alright, did you hear me? Are you ready for a try, right? Okay, let's go. Might be from the head, my nigga. And you say, I'm from the Kasi. You say, I'm from the Kasi. And nothing but save my Kasi. Might be from the head, my nigga. And you say, but I'm from the Kasi. You say, I'm from the Kasi. And nothing but save my Kasi. Might be from the head, my nigga. Let's go. I'm from the Kasi. And you say, I'm from the Kasi. And nothing but save my Kasi. Might be from the head, my nigga. And you say, I'm from the Kasi. And you say, I'm from the Kasi. Listen. My nigga, my from the head, my nigga. Brother, clock, trigger, splatter. Blood in the chessboard, my nigga. I ain't snappy, I'm from the army. What a tragedy, you mess with me. Your family, community will cease to believe how mean I can be when I'm humble with ease. They from J to the right to the east. But kind, in the pity of the beast. Sit down, ain't ready to feast. Please, give thanks to the eyes. Say praise, cause I'm about to make you meet your ancestors. And really receive the bastards. Now the people call me Inspector. I hope they don't make it a habit. Back to what I was explaining. Story I'm sharing, comparing, while bearing the platypus on the mission to show you the consequence to your action. Don't test me, refuse temptation, stay away like Captain Island. Not worth it, don't try, you'll never survive. Yeah, whoa, be wise. Yeah, shit. Wait, you will never survive. Okay, we gonna do this again, alright? 1, 2, 3. I'm from the head, my nigga. And you say, you say, and you say, but say, my country, I'm from the head, my nigga. And you say, I'm from the guys. You say, I'm from the guys. Yo, but say, my nigga. My celeb, thank you. Hello. I am this. Hello. Mike from the head, my niggas. And you say, I'm from the guys. You say, I'm from the guys. And you say, but say, my country, Michael from the head, my nigga. And you say, I'm from the guys. And you say, I'm from the guys. And I say, but say.